Okay, so here we are looking at something that was a very well known toy a little while ago, about 2016, 2015, sometime around now. This is of course the hoverboard. They didn't really hover, they just sort of have two wheels and you lean forward like a Segway without the handle. Um, so the thing that was well known for these is they were famous for catching fire and they were even banned on some flights. A lot of these use fake Samsung cells or bad BMSs or no BMSs completely, and sometimes no name cells in the case of this one here. Um, so yeah, how bad were these things then? Well, pretty bad actually. This one here looks pretty good at first glance. There's your hub motor right there. It's not the best construction in the world. It's all plastic on the outside, but for the application, it's fine. Big beefy bearing there that's sitting on plastic, but hey ho, it's up to the job. Here we have the Hall effect sensors right here. The chassis is made out of die-cast aluminium. There's your speed controller right there, which isn't actually that bad on itself. 6 FETs per motor, so it's 2 speed controllers in one. And then the brain box, the controls are the soft controls underneath, as well as the gyroscopes in there, which tell how far forward it's leaning and stuff like that. And basically, you've just got to put a lot of trust in these things when you actually go to move off, if you like. It self-balances, hence the name. So then what was wrong with these then? Well, the battery. This isn't the worst I've seen, but it's not a particularly good one. These are ICR cells, 2000 milliamps. These are no name brand, BFN MH60385s for those playing along at home. This is a 10S pack, 1P, so it's only one parallel. There's the BMS on top of the pack. One of these cells is dead already on this pack, so this pack's pretty compass wampus. It could be rebuilt, but these cells, I wouldn't trust them as far as I could throw them. The wrap isn't particularly good quality on there, but it does have some nice spacers to insulate the cells, which is good. But some of these actually used fake Samsung cells. I've got a video about this myself, and basically they were generic cells wrapped in a Samsung wrapper, but the end they were so badly done you could tell it was really obvious. If it was done well, you wouldn't actually be able to tell very easily at all. There's certain things you can look at, like the ends of the battery, ends of the cell, and things like that. But yeah, just because it said Samsung on it didn't mean to say you were actually getting a Samsung battery or cell at all. And a lot of them caught fire. I mean, quite a lot of them caught fire. Like, even when they were doing nothing in shops, for some reason they used to blow up. And that must be down to the poor quality cells. I can't imagine a BMS alone being at fault there. The other thing was the battery management systems. They're pretty terrible. This one's no exception. This battery is at 30 volts, so it's way below the cut-off, and one of the cells is at 1.25 volts and the rest are 3 point something. It should have cut off, but it still outputs power, which means because it's only one port on here, there's not a separate charge port, it would also accept charge as well.